Hey guys, it's the week 2 recap. Main focuses for this week was consistency in my morning routine and nutrition. I really just wanted to get another great week under my belt and get past the starting block. So I was really sore from the first week, just not going from nothing to something and then keeping that momentum when you're sore. It's hard to work out when you're sore, at least for me. So my benchmark exercises, I made an improvement across all three, and I'll share a little bit later in the video what those were from last week. So my legs are pretty fried, but I did get a PR, even though Matt, my run, failed me. Where I was showing discipline, getting up at 5 a.m., feeling tired, and really realizing that to sustainably wake up at 5 a.m. for me, I got to get to bed earlier. I've been going around between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. I really need to be in bed and asleep by 10 o'clock. Measurable progress. I ran faster, planked longer, got more pull-ups, so that was cool. My weight, ironically, has not had like pretty much any improvement. It's been ranging from 206 to 204 and just kind of a 2 pound variation. And I try to always weigh myself in the morning before I do anything and before I eat. So I'll be interested to see if I lose weight, if I gain weight in the coming weeks. Because I didn't do a great job of planning the night before, planning my workouts, my meals. Again, margins were thin this week. We were really busy doing a lot of things in the evenings. And so getting to that bedtime, it was getting kids tucked in and then retucking them in. Big mental battle was I started craving foods this week that were high in sugar. I wanted coffee again. I think I didn't realize how much sugar and coffee are coping mechanisms for stress for me. Lesson of the week was there is an overlooked mental benefit from disciplining yourself. Being 2 weeks in, I didn't realize how good I would feel from a mental perspective from waking up, exercising, and feeling like I had already accomplished a lot before even starting my workday. I did find myself getting frustrated towards the end of the week, towards the kids, just overstimulated, and I definitely was short and impatient. I don't necessarily chalk that up to the dieting, more just me and areas I need to grow in. One thing I do differently this week is I was getting in the Bible and reading, but what I thought was lacking was the meditation and the prayer that is, in my opinion, a very just a vital necessity to pair with Bible reading. It takes time, and I just didn't give it the time that it needed. Big takeaway is if you want to wake up early consistently, you got to go to bed earlier consistently. You can only steal and run off like your reserves for so long. And I found myself tired at the end of this week because I hadn't made that adjustment of going to bed earlier. Scorecard review. Okay. How did I score myself this week? On the AIP diet side of things, on a 1 to 10 scale of 1 to 10, I was a 9.4 out of 10. There was a couple of days I gave myself an 8 because I ate at a restaurant, and I just know that it was just cooked in oils that I wouldn't eat otherwise. I planked for 2 minutes straight, which is a 17-second improvement from the week before. And I did 7 pull-ups this week, which is a 1 pull-up improvement from the week before. My 5K time was probably the most surprising. I was at 29 minutes and like 11 seconds, and I shaved almost 2 minutes off of my 5K. So pretty big gain there. Again, I definitely think there's going to be more of a plateau in coming weeks. This next week's going to be a tough week. I'm leaving on a board meeting trip later in the week. And so I know it's going to throw off my routine. I'm already thinking about it now so I can keep momentum. And then no fudging on the diet, especially at restaurants. And I guess if I just have to choose not to eat at a restaurant and eat later, that's what it's going to have to be. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great week yourself, and we'll get after it.